Hi, Jen Gilchrist here with another weekly Oracle card reading and intuitive insights to help you align with your higher path and purpose for this coming week of June 26th through July 2nd. So I'm going to be working with the Colette Baron-Reid Spirit Oracle card deck to begin with. So we will start there and see where things go. All right. The first card is Koala Spirit, which is funny. I saw that as I was shuffling just now. The Koala Spirit has a plan. Now, I love this. Now, this is really on the heels of last week. One of the last cards of last week was about don't micromanage the universe, right? Let go, surrender, and allow. Ask your spirit team, ask for support from the universe, listen to the guidance. And I feel like that we're still kind of continuing into that. Spirit has a plan, trust. So for some of you, I see multiple messages. So the first one I'm seeing is like this third eye. A third eye activation area. And so some of you might be in an awakening of your spiritual and intuitive gifts, and maybe specifically your third eye, but not limited to, right? But I am seeing that third eye here for sure. And so this is a space where you can see spiritual truth. Trust your visions if you see them. Maybe I feel like some of you are very clairvoyant already, so you might be getting visions or dreams, which I would say trust that, right? That's kind of information for you. You might also be processing a lot in your dreams. All of this is really connected to your awareness of that is connected through your clairvoyance. And your clairvoyance is also your ability to have spiritual neutrality, trust, and seeing things from a bird's eye view and perspective outside of the mind, outside of the emotions, and having a more broad spiritual perspective of a situation that you might be in. Like when we're in a situation and we're having trouble making a decision, oftentimes we're emotionally connected or emotionally charged or attached to an outcome. So this is, I feel like saying, just detach a little bit, scoot into your higher self energy, like move into that space of your intuition, right? And allow yourself to receive and look at something more objectively, perhaps, and ask your spirit team, your higher self, God, source, universe directly to help guide you, because there's a plan. And I also feel like maybe you could be judging that something is wrong or it's a mess, or you've done something, whether it's yourself or others or the situation outside of yourself, right? Whatever that might be. Is reading for so many people. It could be different individual stories, but at the same time, this is about trust and surrender. I feel like you're safe and held. I'm seeing this hug, like spirit's giving you a hug, and it's like you're safe, you're surrendered. This is part of the process. You're going through a contrasting period, if you are, because you're birthing something new, but you're safe in the process. Things may not be looking as like correct, but you know what? They are. This is a part of a larger plan that you may not see the whole picture of yet, right? For whatever reason. And so trust that situation. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. And also, whenever we're up leveling and stepping into a higher path or higher purpose, which those that follow me, I tend to support highly sensitive, empathic, intuitive, light workers, Darcy, those who feel a call to be of service in the world, whether it's with their gifts, their message, their story, in whatever way, right? You're being called into action. And there's lots of levels of fears and doubts and things along the way. I think when we step into our purpose work at each level, there's a new level of inner growth that happens, is kind of required to happen in order to really step into even more of our truth and even more of our vision, or in impacting a larger audience, right? Or stepping into it for our first time. It's some of the biggest spiritual work I've ever done is definitely building my spiritual business, right? Or your purpose-driven business, whatever that is for you. And so Electric Eel Spirit is here to encourage you. Really, this feels like a validation of your ideas. It feels like an encouragement to move forward. If you're hitting energy, it's your fears, your doubts, visibility fears. How can I? Sometimes the mind wants to take over, but like fear hides in sneaky ways. And so just trust the process, right? Work through your fears and your doubts. And sometimes we have to feel the fear and do it anyways. This is saying, trust your ideas, trust your vision, move forward. And it's almost like it reminds me of moving through the water. Like, they're very fluid. They just they're not like making sharp moves or pushing or trying. They glide, eels glide through the water. And it just feels like release the need to control, push, trust, and allow, right? Work through whatever fears and stuff you got going on, if you do have any. Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. So sometimes too, a comparison game is coming to mind, competition, or feeling like, why isn't this happening fast enough? I know I get there too, right? When our energy can see this big idea or this big vision, which could sometimes put us into well, and I feel like, again, lots of messages for individual people, but at the end of the day, this is about trusting the process. It may not feel like it's happening fast enough, but it's happening. Spirit has a plan. You're on track. Keep moving forward. Keep flowing with it. Keep following it 1 or 2 steps at a time. It's okay. Sometimes timing is a toughie, right? Sometimes we think or want or expect that it should, or judge ourselves for not being as far ahead as we are, or whatever it is, right? All of that is like a comparison thing. Everybody's popping at different times. There's a bigger plan at play here. Like, I think sometimes we can be hard on ourselves. So just be grace, right? Grace with the process. Trust yourself. The other thing I'm getting is to call your energy into the present. Sometimes we get far into the future and then it's harder to manifest in the physical. So making sure you're spending time with your daily routine, grounding, meditation, things like that are really essential and important. For sure. One more card's coming through. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. And so part of this is like, yeah, lead with service. How can I be of service today? Right? Just take it back 1 step at a time. How can I be of service today? What message does my spirit have for me today? How can I best serve? Who am I here to serve? Start spending a little time, how can I be of service today? It feels like a good journal prompt or meditation prompt to bring your energy right here, right now, and then just continue to trust the process as you take guided action. And if you see yourself spinning your wheels, well, then adjust and figure out how to work with your fears so that you can take action on those things that you're feeling guided towards. And that will ultimately speed up the process, but sometimes it still might look differently than we think it's going to. So just trust and surrender, keep moving forward 1 step at a time. It's not a race. It's not a comparison. You're doing great. Stay aligned with your heart, stay aligned with your spirit, stay aligned with being in service, and you will get there. You're going to hit your mark and probably far beyond in a way that feels really, really good to you and supports the collective at large as well. So what's coming to me to give as a opportunity here is I have a free 4-day Amplify Your Clairvoyance Channeling and Healing Abilities series. And within that series, it could easily be a paid series of 500 upwards. I mean, it's like a mini course. There's over 6 hours plus of content and healing that you can apply and put into use right away. And I do this, and I'd love to offer this because it's always a very great transformation. Many of my students that have gone to my higher level courses have come back and taken this free series a few times a year. And so I would suggest checking that out because we talked about that intuitive activation, but also because there's so much healing and aligning with your higher path and purpose while awakening your gifts, while giving you tangible tools to work with and help shift and align your energy so that you might, if you are hitting resistance, you can help shift through it. If you are looking to cultivate your gifts, this will help you. And overall, it's just a very powerful transformational shift. So I will put that in the comments below for you to check out. And you can do it on your own time. It gives you a couple of weeks to go through the content. And so I encourage you to check that out in the description below and let me know how it goes for you. It's really, really powerful. All right. Well, have a great rest of your day and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.